What's goody, everybody? Welcome back. In today's video, I'm going to just be going through ESPN's mock draft. I'm going to be giving a grade for every pick as we scroll down, and I'm going to give my thoughts. If you want to see a mock draft, let me know. I'm thinking about doing one, but not really getting enough likes on everything and whatnot. So as long as it'll take to edit a video like that, it'd be a lot, but I will do one for y'all if I get enough likes and views. So send these videos to your friends and family. It'd mean a lot. Trying to grow my channel, but without further ado, let's get right into it. So change of plans. We're actually going to be looking at Bleacher reports because ESPN, you need ESPN Plus subscription, and I'm not paying for that to see some terrible draft decisions. So we'll just use Bleacher reports. Not a big deal. Probably going to suck too, but whatever. Yep, Scoot should be number one, low key, but it's not going to happen. Yeah, he should Victor number one. I'll give it an A. Charlotte Hornets taking Brandon Miller. I understand where you're coming from, but you got to take Scoot number two. You can trade LaMelo, take Scoot second overall, or trade the second pick. Don't take Brandon Miller. I'm going to give this a C. Now, if Brandon Miller's a superstar, then this looks dumb, but I think Scoot's going to be better than Brandon Miller, and Scoot could be better than Webby. So, I don't know. I take Scoot number two, if not number one, TBH. But three, Portland takes Scoot. Yep. I'm not even going in depth on that. All right. Oh, wait. Scoot at three. If Portland takes him, that's an A+. He's a number one overall pick, and if Wembanyama's not here, so getting him at number three is crazy. So, yep, that's an A+ right there. The Houston Rockets taking Amen Thompson at number four. So, I'm not very high on either of the Thompson twins. And I think Houston, as dumb as it would be, I think they might get James Harden, even though that's probably top 10 stupidest decisions in NBA history. But if you get Thompson, where are you going to put him if you have Harden? And this team does lack a point guard, but in this draft class, the wings are the best position. And if I'm Houston, I'm hesitating a little bit taking a point guard here. I'd low-key take a power forward, since I think power forward is the best position in this draft. But I give this a D. Amen Thompson to the Rockets. Terrible draft if you're Houston. Terrible. Number five, Detroit Pistons taking Cam Whitmore. I mean, I don't hate it, but I don't love it either because I think right now they're 4 and 5 are the same players, Marvin Bagley and James Wiseman. And I think you need a power forward here as well. But Cam Whitmore is a small forward, power forward. Doesn't really matter where you put him. Could definitely do worse than getting Cam Whitmore. So I'll give this a B, since Cam Whitmore is a good pick if you're Pistons. But I don't think it's the best. Number six, Magic select Anthony Black. The Magic team is just really weird. They have too many young players right now. I think Anthony Black is too much of a project for you to draft him because, I mean, he brings you defense, but I'd prefer you to get more of a win now player if you're Orlando because that's what you kind of need. And I mean, Anthony Black's defense is there, his shooting's not, and I think his playmaking is very overrated. He can rebound though. He's a 6'6" point guard, so maybe 6'8". I don't know. I'll give this a B-. Indiana taking Jarris Walker at 7. I think Jarris Walker is one of the best players in this draft. I'm really high on Jarris Walker, and I think this is a really good pickup. So I'll give this an A- because I don't really know what the Indiana Pacers want to do right now. So I think if you look to trade Miles Turner and get Jarris Walker, you're looking really good. So A- here. At 8, Washington Wizards drafting Sir Thompson. This is an F. This is probably the worst thing the Wizards could do. This is terrible. Nah, I don't like this at all. This is an F. Maybe not D minus. I'll give it a D minus since I guess there's a lot of potential there. But you need a point guard or you need a power forward in my eyes if you're Washington. Since Kuzma and Porzingis, you should trade them. You shouldn't have them. This dude's main position is shooting guard. You have Johnny Davis. You drafted a shooting guard last year, and he's one of the worst players in the NBA right now. You drafted him with the 10th overall pick. Now you're going to draft a guy that's going to be a bust with the 8th overall pick. Nah, this is an F. That's a terrible pick. Utah Jazz select Grady Dick from Kansas. Now, the Utah Jazz are weird, and that they started off the season so good last year, and then they started to suck. So I guess they're trying to do win now, but I guess you got a good shooting team, and that's what you want to be. I think you're wanting to compete, so like at least be a play-in team next year. So I think Grady Dick's a good pick here. So I'll give this a B plus. That's a good solid pick. The Dallas Mavericks take Taylor Hendricks at 10. I think this is an A plus. Taylor Hendricks should be a top 5 pick in my opinion. If not top 7, he's good. I think Taylor Hendricks might be top 3 player in the draft. He is legit. If he falls all the way to 10 and the Mavericks get him at 10, that's going to be the steal of the draft. So I think the Mavericks get an A plus if they take Taylor Hendricks. At 11, the Orlando Magic select Bill. I am not even going to try and pronounce it, but I'll do it for kicks and giggles. Bilal Coulibaly. I don't know anything about this dude, so I'm going to give this a non-ranking. Not available. The ranking is not available since I do not know anything. Maybe I'm going to try and watch all the highlights of these guys when I'm making my mock draft, if I do make one. But I have no idea what that guy is, who he is, what he does. But you can't really tell stuff unless you watch players in game. And I watch a lot of college basketball, so I know a lot about these players. But yeah, I don't know anything about that dude. At 12, OKC takes Derek Lively. I get that OKC needs size. But with that being said, you got Shaq Holmgren coming back. Lively is a big time project player, in my opinion, and the OKC Thunder are trying to win relatively soon. Now, if the Thunder weren't playing really well and trying to compete, I would say this is a good pick, but because they have the ability to compete soon, I don't like this pick. So I'm going to give it a C minus. At 13, the Raptors select Nick Smith Jr. See, my ideal guy for the Raptors, if they want to compete still, I think is Jordan Hawkins out of UConn. But I don't know what direction the Raptors are going. But if you're going into a rebuild, I actually do like this pick. But if you're not and you want to compete, this is a terrible pick. All right. So, Mm, I'll give you a B because this could be an A plus pick regardless because there's a lot of upside with Nick Smith Jr. He was supposed to be a top 5 pick going into college season. He just got injured and whatnot, so I'm not going to hold that against him. The injuries. I mean, if he's going to be injury prone in the league, then this could turn into an F pick. But at 13, taking a swing, I'll give you a B. I said B, right? The Pelicans at 14 taking Keontae George. I actually like the fit of Keontae George in New Orleans. I think he and CJ McCollum have a lot of similarities in their game and play style, but I think the direction of the Pelicans team is more of a win now, and I think Keontae George is more of a project player. like a lot of these guys are. But the Pelicans, like with the play-in being a thing now, like some teams need more win now players. And as I just said with the Raptors, I think Jordan Hawkins would be a nice pickup for the Pelicans since he can shoot the ball really well and play the two guard. I mean, Keontae George can shoot the ball really well, but Keontae George doesn't play good defense. The only thing Keontae George does is score. It's like Michael Porter Jr. That's the only thing he can do on the court, and he looks lost on defense. So I don't like this because of that. Because I think the Pelicans are really close to being a competitive team. So I'll give this a C. The Atlanta Hawks starting off with Kassan Wallace out of Kentucky. Hmm. Mm, sorry, I'm just reading what it's saying underneath. Since I don't know how I feel about this. I just want to see the reasoning. So like, can't Kassan Wallace is a point guard, and the Hawks have Dejounte Murray and Trey Young, who are both point guards, and they have a ton of guys around them. So like, I don't know. I don't love this. I'll give this a D. I think the Hawks don't even need a draft. Like I don't they could draft anybody and I just don't think they'll need it. Like this team is so full of guys that are good. They just don't have that star talent. Like you have DeJounte Murray and Trey Young. Trey Young can't play both sides of the basketball. And at times he sucks on the one side he's good at. So I think this Hawks team really just needs to figure out who they want on their team and then trade everyone else. But that's just my personal opinion. Hassan Wallace is a good pick. It's just I don't like the fit there. At 16, we had Utah Jazz taking Jalen Hood Shafino. Who'd they take at 9? All right, so they took Grady Dick at 9, which is a good pick considering that they're getting Hood Shafino. But Hood Shafino, like, he was so up and down, and I didn't really buy too much into him at Indiana because he was really inconsistent. So I don't really love taking him here. But I guess at 16, it's fine. So I'll give this a C. Whatever. The Lakers take Kobe Buffkin at point guard. He's a point guard. I've never watched a game of Kobe Buffkin play because Michigan sucked. And I know they had Hunter Dickinson, who's one of the best players in college basketball, so to say. That's not my opinion. That's a lot of other people's opinions. But they also had another guy who I'm surprised isn't mocked to go in the lottery, and Howard, Jet How Jet Howard. You got these two guys and Hunter Dickinson, and he still sucked. I'm not bought on Buffkin or Howard, so I'm gonna say probably a D here for the Lakers since LeBron plays point guard, in my opinion, and like I don't even know. I mean, D'Angelo Russell sucks. Austin Reeves, you're gonna offer him a bag. He's basically your point guard too. So I don't like this pick at all. D. But the Miami Heat are going to take Jordan Hawkins. Now, if the Lakers took Jordan Hawkins at 17, it would have been an A plus because they need shooting. They're one of the worst shooting teams in the league from 3. Miami Heat and Jordan Hawkins, this is an A plus because I think Jordan Hawkins should go within the top 14, and you're getting him at 18. He's got a winner mentality, and he can shoot the lights out the ball. Like, say what you want about defensively, it doesn't really matter. If you can shoot the ball, you're in the NBA. Just look at Duncan Robinson. All right, I had this at A plus for Miami. A plus. Golden State Warriors, Ben Shepherd out of Belmont. I have no idea who this is. 18.8 points per game. What does it say? From what I'm reading, he sounds kind of like Jordan Poole. So I don't really know. You need size if you're Golden State. I don't like this at all. C. Houston Rockets. Yeah, I have no idea. I'm not really getting anything. Shot making, playmaking. I guess he's kind of a point guard that you're looking for if you're Houston. So I'll give you a B, simply because I don't know now. That could very well not be the case. Brooklyn Nets taking Dariq Whitehead via the Suns pick. Bro, I wish my Suns would get Dariq Whitehead, bro. I think this is a complete steal at 21. I think Dariq Whitehead is a top 10 player in the draft. And he can shoot the ball, can defend the ball, and there's another level for him to go. So I give Brooklyn an A plus at this. That's an A plus. That's a steal. Leonard Miller, Brooklyn Nets 22. He's a really tall, small forward. I think what I've seen is that he's projected to go in the lottery, and to get him at 22, I guess, is kind of a steal. So I'll give it a B minus since I don't know. Like, I just simply don't know much about him. So we'll see. Maybe in my mock draft, I'll have him going in the top 10. We may never know. It just depends on what I see when I watch. Portland Trailblazers, Maxwell Lewis out of Pepperdine. Don't know who this is either. I'm sorry, guys, but really don't. Shooting versatility. We can. You see, I want Portland to get a guy that's really good at defense. If I was Portland at 23, I would take Andre Jackson Jr. out of UConn, since he's a Draymond Green 2.0, just like more guard orientated. But I would take him instead of this dude. Portland needs defense. You could make an argument that they should take Jarris Walker at 3, but not if I'm pretty sure Scoot went 3 here, which is crazy. But I'm not gonna go any further. I'll give this a C. Since what? How tall is he? Inconsistent defense. That's all I need to frickin' see right there. Don't do it, Portland. Sacramento Kings take Chris Murray. Yeah, I guess. Whatever. He'll fit right in. I'll give you a B, but I'd rather you get. I don't even know. But whatever. Memphis Grizzlies, Bryce Senzabog. I hope that's his name. What I've heard about this guy is he can't play like a defense, but he can play offense. But so I don't know. You're losing Dylan Brooks. I'd rather you go in a more of a win now player, since I guess this guy needs. From what I've read, like I've heard of this dude before, so like I know a little bit more than I know about some of these guys. But I think if you're the Grizzlies, you need to get the position right, but you need more shooting, 3-and-D guys. And I don't think this guy plays like a defense, so I'll give you a C here. Pacers get Noah Clowney. Now, I'm pretty sure they got Jarris Walker, and getting both of them is kind of stupid. You know who should get Noah Clowney, though? The Warriors. So, considering that I think this guy should go in the 20s, in the teens, like he's between a 14 and 20, I would take Noah Clowney if I was a team earlier than where he's taken in this. And because of that, I will give this an A, because I think this is a steal. At 27, the Charlotte Hornets take Kobe Jones out of Xavier. He's not a point guard. He did not play point guard. But he's good defender and whatnot. But I think so. It says if Hornets take Brandon Miller. No, they shouldn't take Brandon Miller. So honestly, I would say you should take him I would take a small forward here and take Scoot Henderson at 2. So don't be stupid. Don't take Kobe Jones here. But considering that you got Brandon Miller, I guess this is a good pickup. So give you a B plus, even though I think your second overall pick was a F, TBH, but whatever. At 28, we got the Utah Jazz taking Amari Bailey. That's a steal, but I don't think the Jazz need him at all. So because I don't think Amari Bailey's going to play here that much, I'm going to give this a D. 29, Indiana Pacers take Jet Howard. I thought he was a top 20 pick, and he's at 29, so whatever. I'm not high on him. I'll give you a B if that helps your Indiana Pacers fans' attitude. But getting him at 29 doesn't really matter, I guess. And then 30, Clippers get Hawkes. I like Hawkes. He can't really shoot, but if any team's gonna he's not really gonna have to. Actually, he is gonna have to shoot the 3 ball, but it's whatever. He's a perfect fit on this team, so I'll give it a B. And I'm just gonna Gigi Jackson. Oh my goodness, why is he at 31, bro? Oh my goodness, bro. This is blasphemous, bro. He's not even in the first round, bro. This is the next LeBron James going 31 in the mock draft. I do like the fit in Detroit, though. But, bro, this dude is supposed to be a class of 2023. The class of 2023 are seniors in high school right now. And he averaged like 15. Bro, this is the next LeBron going 31. This is worst mock draft I've seen so far. This is terrible, bro. Why is he needs to go in the lottery, bro. He should honestly go in the top 10, if not the top 5. I think the Pistons should take him at number 5. But I guess you get him at 31. Pistons, this is an A plus for you. A plus plus. I'll give you S tier. S is the best tier there is. But this is blasphemous. Jordan Walsh, that's a good pick. Why is Marcus Sasser 42, bro? This is stupid, bro. He should be in the first round. He can play defense and shoot the 3. Wizards, this is a steal at 42, but he should not be at 42. He should be at like 21, 22. The Brooklyn Nets should pick him up, bro. This is... What? Why is he at 42, bro? There are so... And then you get freaking... Where is he? You look at 35, Andre Jackson Jr. is at 35 when he's perfect fit for the Trailblazers, and that's not there. Oh my goodness. What other BS I'm about to see here? All right, you kind of redeemed yourself, though, Bleacher Report, since Pacers picking up Jordan Miller. Jordan Miller is a very, very, very good player in the draft, second round. He reminds me a lot of Herb Jones, but if Herb Jones was offensive oriented. If that makes sense, good. If it doesn't, I don't really feel like explaining. Jalen Clark to Memphis, I guess. He's a guy that should honestly if he can't shoot that great and the Grizzlies need shooting, but he does match the defensive intensity of this team. So I like it. Serge Ibaka Rice. I love Serge Ibaka Rice, bro, but he's not going to be in the NBA for that long. His play style. He's got a good college play style, but not an NBA. And then Toshibwe, I'm a big Kentucky guy, but I don't think he's going to be a good NBA player, unfortunately. But who knows? He does work hard and he does get rebounds. He could be a good backup center for a lot of teams, but he gets in foul trouble and whatnot. Send me other videos to react to, since I'll react to like anything basketball. Send me videos to react to. Send me lists to react to, but I think that's going to do it. As always, it's been Bold Hoops for J Hoopa. Bye.